Have you ever wondered who pulls the strings behind the royal curtains? Meet Jason Knauf, a man whose name rings through the marble halls of royal residences, a key player in the chess game of public relations for none other than Prince William himself. Knauf, endearingly or otherwise known as Boyfriend Knauf, has a singular mission: to boost Prince William's image. But the tactics he employs are often less than knightly, bordering on the Machiavellian, and this has not gone unnoticed. Knauf's commitment to his mission is unwavering, his loyalty unquestionable. But the question arises, at what cost? For his underhanded manoeuvres are not painting an image of a prince who is regal or relatable. Instead, they are revealing a figure who seems cold, detached, and some might even say, vaguely sociopathic. The puppet master's efforts seem to be creating a caricature rather than a character, a figure who is more pantomime villain than Prince Charming. This is not the image of a future king that one would expect, but it is the image that is being presented to the world, thanks to Knauf's relentless machinations. What's more, the prince's demeanour starkly contrasts when he is with his aunt or a staff member compared to when he's with his wife. The tension is palpable, the distance visible. One cannot help but wonder, where is the warmth, the camaraderie, the love that should be there, and where indeed are those body language experts who used to dissect every blink, every gesture of Meghan's? Their absence is conspicuous, their silence deafening. Could it be that they are too busy scrutinising the wrong person? In the grand game of public relations, Jason Knauf is a master player, a puppet master who pulls the strings and manipulates the stage. But one has to wonder, is he doing more harm than good? For with Knauf at the helm, Prince William's image is taking a turn for the worse. Is Prince William really as cold and detached as he appears? This question has captured the attention of many, as the prince's public persona seems to be one of aloofness and emotional distance, yet there are moments that suggest a different story. When Prince William is in the company of his aunt or even his staff members, he seems to transform. The mask of royalty slips away, replaced by a relaxed demeanour and a more personable air, a stark contrast to the stoic, reserved figure we often see. However, when the prince is with his wife, a noticeable tension emerges. The warmth and ease he exhibits with others seem to dissipate, replaced by an aura of distance and detachment. It's as if an invisible barrier is erected between them, a barrier that seems to grow more pronounced with each public appearance. This behaviour has not gone unnoticed. Observers have pointed out the stark difference in Prince William's interactions, raising questions about the nature of his relationships. Why does he appear so comfortable with his aunt and staff, yet so distant with his wife? These questions are not meant as a critique of the prince's character. Rather, they highlight the complexity of his public image and the mystery that surrounds his private life. Prince William, like all of us, is a product of his experiences and circumstances. He has been thrust into a life of duty and expectation, a life that is under constant public scrutiny. This could explain his guarded demeanour, his reluctance to show emotion. It could also explain why he seems more at ease with those who understand this unique pressure, like his aunt or his staff. However, the question remains, why the distance with his wife? Is it a result of their personal dynamics, or is it a conscious effort to maintain a certain image? As we delve deeper into this enigma, one thing is clear. There's a stark difference in Prince William's behaviour depending on who he's with. Where are the body language experts that once scrutinised the every move of Meghan Markle? Today we delve into a curious case of silence, a silence that echoes louder than words. In the past, these self-proclaimed experts dissected Meghan's every gesture, every smile, every blink. With hawk-eyed precision, they'd decode her posture, her expressions, even the way she'd clasp her hands. And oh, how they loved to share their interpretations, painting narratives that often did more harm than good. But lately, it seems, their keen eyes have been selectively blind. Their voices, once so loud and insistent, have fallen oddly silent. And the reason? Prince William. Yes, the same Prince William who's been displaying a range of expressions and behaviours that are, quite frankly, begging for analysis. Whether it's his icy demeanour, his detached interactions, or the stark contrast in his comfort levels when he's with different individuals, these are all ripe for scrutiny, yet the experts remain silent. Why, one might ask, do they not apply the same fervour to investigating William's body language? Could it be that their expertise is reserved only for outsiders who marry into the royals? Is it that their tools of scrutiny are kept sheathed when it comes to blood royals? Unfortunately, we don't have the answers. But what we do have is a glaring inconsistency. An inconsistency that speaks volumes about the double standards at play. It's a strange world we live in. A world where every action of a duchess is dissected, while a prince's is disregarded. A world where a woman's every move is critiqued, while a man's is casually overlooked. So we end this segment with a question to the body language experts, to the media, and to the public at large. When will we see an end to this selective scrutiny? When will we realise that every individual, royal or not, deserves to be treated with the same standards? It seems there's a double standard when it comes to scrutinising royal behaviour. Why is there such a difference in how Prince William is treated compared to Meghan Markle? This question forms the crux of our discussion in this scene. It's no secret that the media's portrayal of Prince William and Meghan Markle has been vastly different. The prince, an heir to the throne, is often depicted as a composed, calm and regal figure. Yet his recent behaviour, as we've discussed earlier, seems to tell a different story. Strangely, this cold, detached demeanour often goes unnoticed or is brushed under the carpet by the media. On the other hand, Meghan Markle, an American actress who became a royal, has faced a relentless barrage of criticism since her entry into the royal family. Every action, every word, every blink has been scrutinised and dissected, often resulting in a negative portrayal. The disparity in treatment is glaring. You might wonder why such a difference exists. One possible reason could be the traditionalist approach of the monarchy and its followers. Prince William, being a direct heir, is perhaps seen as the embodiment of the monarchy's continuity and tradition. Any behaviour out of line with this image is conveniently ignored or downplayed. Conversely, Meghan, an outsider, represents change and modernity, which could be unsettling for those adhering to traditional values. As a result, Meghan's actions are held to a different standard, often resulting in biased criticism. Another factor could be unconscious or even conscious bias. Meghan's biracial identity and her American background have unfortunately made her a target of prejudice and discrimination, further amplifying the disparity in treatment. However, it's crucial to note that these are just possible explanations and not definitive answers. The question still lingers, creating an uncomfortable undercurrent in discussions about the royal family. It raises questions about the fairness and equality within the royal family. As observers, we can only hope for a more balanced and fair treatment of all members, irrespective of their position, background or personal choices. After all, aren't fairness and respect the cornerstones of any institution, let alone a monarchy that commands such significant global attention? So, what have we learned from all this? The narrative surrounding Jason Knauf, often dubbed as boyfriend Knauf, and his commitment to bolstering Prince William's image, has been quite the intriguing tale. His Machiavellian approach to public relations has not exactly portrayed the prince in a favourable light. Instead of invoking a sense of regality or relatability, it has painted a picture of a cold, detached figure. It's a stark contrast to the relaxed demeanour William exhibits when in the company of his aunt or staff members, which only amplifies the perception of his aloofness. We've also observed a noticeable silence from the body language experts, who once dissected every blink, every move of Meghan Markle. Their lack of commentary on Prince William's demeanour and interactions is a deafening silence that begs the question of bias and selective scrutiny. The difference in treatment between Meghan Markle and Prince William is stark, to say the least. We've seen a barrage of criticism and scrutiny aimed at Meghan, while Prince William's actions and demeanour, which are arguably more concerning, are largely ignored. This disparity raises questions about the double standards that seem prevalent when it comes to royal scrutiny. We've also delved into the questionable tactics of Jason Knauf in his attempts to shape the public perception of Prince William. His strategy has been both aggressive and underhanded, often leaning towards the controversial. The transparency and fairness of such a strategy is certainly up for debate. In conclusion, the manipulation, the cold demeanour, the silence of the experts, and the disparity in treatment between Meghan and Prince William have all painted a worrying picture. It's a story of bias, manipulation, and double standards that should certainly give us pause. Perhaps it's time to rethink the way we perceive the royal family and those who manage their image.